Hey everybody. So this is the first one of these I've done. I'm gonna try it out. I want to share an idea with you that has helped me a lot, and so I'm just gonna put it out there. So here we go. Human beings are very interested in stories. You know, the same stories keep coming up, and we could talk about archetypes, and we could talk about lots of stuff like that. But I want to talk about specifically the hero's journey. I was thinking and wondering about why the hero's journey keeps coming up. You know, generation after generation, it's always there, and we always return to it. And we love it. For some reason, we just love that story, and I think it's because that is what every single person is going through. In the hero's journey, we have the hero who, you know, is kind of an experience. He rises from adverse circumstances. And we have the villain who's already powerful, who already knows what he's doing, and these two have to go head to head. I think that's happening inside of all of us. I think that inside of all of us, there's a hero and there's also a villain. The hero embodies everything that we want to be, everything that is in favor of progression and happiness and healthiness and everything that wants to make us better people and improve society. Whereas the villain is that force that is destructive and chaotic and disorganized. It's the same force that's lazy and that would stop us from reaching our full potential as human beings. Now, this is my idea. Let's see where it goes. But I think that inside of us, there's that hero and there's that villain, and they're fighting. The hero's journey is taking place inside of each and every one of us for our entire lives. And that's why when we hear this story in movies or books or television, it resonates with us so powerfully because we're like, oh man, that is happening right now inside of me. That is something real. And then it teaches us how to fight against those villains. It teaches us what are the attributes that will help us, whether it's bravery or courage or determination or kindness and everything like that. So, you know, when I think about that, when I think about, wow, there's a villain and there's a hero inside of me, I start to ask myself, which one am I going to be? Because we will become one of them. Our lives will either become something organized and coherent and productive, or they will become something chaotic and discordant. We've seen it a lot. And every single person has a different villain. We're not all exactly in the same circumstances, and everybody struggles with different things. You know, people struggle with mental illness or family issues or you know, a million other things that could be just trials in their lives, you know, hard things. You know, they're not all the same, and each villain is actually specifically devastating to the person that they're inside. You know, every single person gets those specific attacks on them that for some reason are absolutely potent because of who we are. But also our hero embodies everything that we love, and it embodies, you know, what interests us and what we're passionate about and what we want to do in life, that gets us to create and gets us to think and invent and become. Those are things that make up that hero inside of us that can defeat that villain when they go head to head. And it all depends on what we are going to do. Because that hero is hard work to get. And it's a lot of effort and determination to help him defeat the villain inside of us, because that villain is powerful. It can really, really influence us if we let it. You know, and when I look at that in my life, I see, wow, I want that hero to win. I'm writing this story in my mind. It's playing, and it's my whole life. It's my story. And I can be either one. You know, I can choose to be a villain or I can choose to be a hero, depending on how I want to express the certain desires in my heart. Whether I want to have restraint, self-control, happiness, healthiness, or if I want to just kind of let it go in chaos and madness. And I think it's the same. We're all fighting that war and that battle. And I guess this idea may not apply to everybody or especially resonate with everybody, but it gets me. And I hope that somebody can listen to this and understand that that's what's going on inside of them, and that they can rise up and become heroic and become something greater than they thought they were. Because there's no reason that those villains have to keep winning, and in the world they kind of are a lot. But this isn't a social issue, or this isn't a comment on society. This is personal. This is us, every life. and what it can become. So that's kind of my idea, and hopefully it spurred other ideas that will help and influence the lives of whoever watches it. So we'll see how this goes, and thanks, guys.